Hi, my name is Sonya Amrita, and this video is about embodying awakening in relationship. There's one thing I want to focus on in this video, which is to give you a very specific tool and a very specific truth to support you to live the awakened wisdom and love that you have in you right now, no matter where you are on your awakening journey, and to be able to live that in your relationships. But first, I want to talk about why this is so important, because probably you know what I've realized, which is that relationships of all kinds or any kind, is usually the last area of life where we integrate awakening. It's the area where we can get the most triggered. It's the area where, something very old, some very old conditioning in us can suddenly reappear, get re-inspired or recatalyzed, and act out in our relationships. This can be very painful, and I would say it's even more painful the further you are on the awakening journey, the more awake you experience yourself to be, or the deeper your awakening experiences have been. There's a lot of reasons why this is so, but I'm going to share one reason with you today that's relevant, which is that your most early and primal conditioning around love, intimacy, attunement, and ultimately sexuality began getting imprinted in your brain in your early childhood. That means that your subconscious is the one driving and dictating your reactions in relationship a lot of the time. And what happens when we awaken is that often the kind of clarity and the purity of those awakenings don't always penetrate to the subconscious. So I want to give you a truth and then a practice to use that truth to help you to reprogram your subconscious and bring your actions into greater alignment with awakened wisdom and love. The truth is simple. It's that there has always been love within you and all around you, at all times, no matter what seemed to be going on in the moment, no matter what you were feeling, no matter what you were experiencing, there has always been love deep within you and all around you. Even practically, if you didn't experience the kind of love and attunement you wanted from, say, your parents when you were a little kid, usually somewhere in them was love. Even if they didn't know how to express it, even if they were confused, that love was there. Now, it's not enough to know this truth, and I would assume that most of you hear me say these truths and you say, yeah, I know that. But I want you to ask yourself, does every cell in your being know this truth? That there has always been love within you and all around you, no matter what's going on. So here's the practice. I want to invite you to do this, or do with this. I want to invite you to digest this truth. Take it into every cell of your being and sit with it and steep in it every single day. And begin to reprogram your subconscious brain and begin to live the expansiveness of divine love in every cell of your being. Let's get real for a moment. So let's say you're single and you don't want to be. If you know this truth and you integrate this truth about love, will that mean that tomorrow you get the best date of your life? No. If you know and integrate this truth, does it mean that the conflicts you have with your mother, your father, your spouse, your best friend, whoever, will they suddenly go away? No. Does it mean that all of your relationships will suddenly become fantastic and loving and bright and sparkly? No. Here's what it will do for you. If you know and integrate this truth, it will change how you see. It will change how you see yourself. It will change how you see your life, how you see others, how you see relationships. And over time, as you change your perceptions, you'll begin to see different possibilities and opportunities for actions in all of your relationships. And when you see new possibilities and new opportunities, you begin to take different action. And when you take different action over time, that begins to change your reality. It begins to change your experience of all of your relationships. I experienced this process for the first time many years ago in my relationship with my dad, when I had a heart awakening and I realized that love was always, always here, no matter what was going on. I was able to see my very challenged and difficult relationship with my father with brand new eyes. I realized that no matter how abusive he was being, no matter how difficult he was, that there was a foundation of love always present underneath. And when I was no longer responding to him out of scarcity, when I was responding to him from this foundation of love, we began to interrelate differently. We began to act towards each other differently. And ultimately, I was able to come to a deep peace and a deep love with him and for him. And I am so grateful for that. And it has changed all the relationships in my life. So I invite you to use and practice this tool and to take on this truth, refine the truth to fit you. And what I've learned is that although there are many truths that we can learn and integrate about relationships and living awakening in relationships, this truth is a foundational one. And it will allow you to be more receptive and open to any other truths about embodying awakening in relationship that come your way. Thank you always for watching and listening. Thank you for participating in the most beautiful way in your awakening journey. I look forward to being in touch. There's more information for you about embodying awakening in relationship below. Click on the link below this video. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.